Hello guys, welcome to Econ Show. In this video, I will be discussing from question number 61 to question number 70. So let's start from question number 61. Question number 61 says, the service area approach was implemented under the purview of Integrated Rural Development Program, Lead Bank Scheme, Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Scheme, and National Skill Development Mission. We know that the service area approach was started by RBI in the year 1989 to promote the rural and the semi-urban development. It was under the lead bank scheme. So it was actually in the news in the quite a time, and it was actually not from the current affairs of the today, but it was in the static part. So it comes from the static part. We can actually answer it from that point, that point's knowledge. Let's go to question number 62. With reference to the management of the minor minerals in India, consider the following statements. Sand is a minor mineral according to the prevailing laws in the country. This is absolutely true because sand is a minor mineral according to the law in country. That law which actually govern what our minor mineral is called Mines and Mineral Development and Regulation Act of 1957. So let me write this for you. Mines and Mineral Development and Regulation Act 1957. This law basically regulates your minor minerals and development of the mines, everything. The second statement says state government have the power to grant mining lease of minor minerals, but the power regarding the formation of rules related to the grants of minor mineral lie with the central government. No, actually, this is also within the purview of the state government. The power regarding the formation of rules related to the grants of the minor mineral lie with the state government. So statement 2 is not right. Statement 3 says state government have the power to frame rules to prevent illegal mining of minor mineral. This is absolutely right. State government has the right, and many times you might have seen in your local newspaper that state government is working hard to curb the sand mafia, to protect the illegal river mining for like that has been actually carried out for the sand purpose. So this is for them. So we can say that statement 1 is right and statement 3 is right. So option A is the correct answer. Let's go to question number 63. Consider the following statements. Most of the India's external debt is owned by the governmental entities. No, actually this is not right. Government's external debt is actually owned by many corporates, and that is in the form of external commercial borrowings. All of the India's external debt is dominated in the US dollars. No, not all. Actually most of the debt is dominated in denominated in the US dollars, but it is also denominated in the rupees, it is also denominated in the euros, and it is also denominated in the pounds. So it's not like that all the external debt is denominated in the US dollars. So statement 2 is not right, and statement 1 is actually also not right. So here we have to mark the option D. Consider the following. Which of the following is not included in the assets of the commercial bank in India? Assets mean which have the capacity to generate revenue for you. So if the bank advances loans, what it gets? It gets the principal plus interest after a period of time. So in such a way that advances, that is loans given by the or extended by the banks, become the assets of the commercial bank. So this should be the answer. Deposits are actually the liabilities on the on the bank, because the savers who have deposited their amount in the bank will someday ask for it, and the bank also have to pay interest on the deposit. So it's a liability. Investments, again investments are also the they are the assets, because investment by the bank have actually led to the creation of higher money, that because investment amount gets them higher return over a period of time. So it's also so let me mark which are the following are assets and liabilities. Advances are actually the assets, deposits are the liabilities, investments are assets, money at call and short notice. So if you see that money that you have for the call and the short notice, it's also the kind of asset for the bank. So it actually generate assets for the bank. The question is asking where the following is not included in the assets. So deposits are not included in the assets. So here the answer should be deposits. So this is the answer. D is the answer. So Let's go to question number 65. In the context of India, which of the following factors is or are contributors to reducing the risk of currency crisis? Which of the following factor reduces which are the following factor contributes to reducing the risk of currency crisis? Means your currency gets safe. It is not very much prone to your exchange rate change. So statement 1 says the foreign currency earnings of the India's IT sector. It's absolutely right. When you are earning the dollars by selling your products in the USA, you bring back the dollars, you give dollar to the RBI, and you take the equivalent amount of rupee in your hand. So in such a way that you actually increase your forex reserve and promotes your stability of your currency, and hence reduces the currency risk. Second statement is increasing the government expenditure. Government expenditure is not right, because when the government goes on for doing some expenditure, there are three ways through which actually it can actually does your expenditure. One is by taxing people, one is by borrowing, one is by borrowing from the abroad. When it borrows from the abroad, it actually has to have an effect of the exchange rate risk, because suppose one day your rupee to dollar exchange rate goes on very high, then government has to pay a lot of rupees for every single dollar. So in that way, that excessive expenditure by the government or increasing the government expenditure could be the risk on the could lead to the risk in the currency crisis. So statement 2 is actually the risk on the currency crisis. Question is asking about the reducing, so 2 should not be the answer. Question 3, that remittances from the Indian abroad. When you get the remittances, again you get the dollar, the RBI takes the dollar and gives the equivalent amount of rupees to us, so again our currency gets stronger. So 3 has to be the answer. So 1 and 3 should be the answer. So statement B should be the correct answer. Now let's go to question number 66. Question number 66. Which of the following suggested that a governor should be an eminent person from outside the state and should be detached figure without intense political links, or should not have taken part in politics in the recent past? So this was actually mentioned in the Sarkaria Commission. Sarkaria Commission was formed in the 1983. It was used. It was actually, the commission was formed to suggest recommendation for better center-state relationship. So this was mentioned in the Sarkaria Commission. Raj Bhannar Committee was established in the year 1969 by DMK government, and it was also for the better coordination between center and the state. Although Raj Mannar Committee was not having an all India character, because the committee was supporting too much for the benefit of the state government. One important characteristic that I remember is Raj Bhandar Committee suggested the abolition of IAS and IPS, All India Services, because it said that these All India Services actually interfere in day-to-day administration of the state, and they act as agents of the center. So uh, this is what I remember about Raj Mannar Committee. Raj Mannar was also the chairman of the Finance Commission from the year 1966 to 1969. I also remember this fact. The first Administrative Reform Commission, no, it did not suggest it. First Administrative Reform Commission was headed by Morarji Desai. It was actually formed to improve the administration of the country. And fourth one is National Commission to review the working of the Constitution. It also did not suggested about anything that the governor should be a person of eminent figure and should be outside the state and should be detached from the political links. Let's go to question number 67. Which of the following is issued by the registered foreign portfolio investor to oversee investors who want to be part of Indian stock market without registering themselves directly? So it's a fact-based question. You can directly take it like it's a participatory note or a P notes. P notes are issued by the foreign institutional investors to those investors who do not want to be the part or register directly in the in the Indian stock market, but they want to own certain stocks. So foreign institutional investors, yeah, foreign portfolio investors actually provide them this kind of P note to them. So this should be the D should be the answer. For statement C, C is a promissory note, means you promise to pay me some amount of money, but it does not relate to the stock market as in particular. Commercial papers. Commercial papers are unsecured short-term loans issued by the companies to meet the short-term liquidity issues, and they are issued at a discounted value and paid at the face value in the future. And certificate of deposit is actually when a person buys a certificate of deposit, he has to put certain amount of principal in his deposit account, and he cannot withdraw that account within like for the specified amount of time for which the certificate has been issued, and for that the bank pledged to pay the higher rate of interest. So we get the answer is D. Consider the following statement. As per the law, contemporary of compensatory afforestation fund management and planning authority exist at both national and state level. It is absolutely right, because the Compensatory Afforestation Fund Act of 2016, Compensatory Afforestation Fund Act of 2016 establishes National Compensatory Afforestation Fund under the Public Accounts of India. Under the Public Accounts of India. And State Compensatory Afforestation Fund under the Public Accounts of the State. And these funds are managed by a National and State Compensatory Afforestation Fund. So this is the thing. So there exist both. So this statement is right. Statement 2 says people's participation is mandatory in compensatory afforestation program carried out under the Compensatory Afforestation Fund Act. People participation is not mandatory actually. Nowhere in the law has been written that it's mandatory. Although people voluntarily wants to work for the betterment and the afforestation of the forest, that's right, but it's not mandatory actually. So we have to say wrong for the option 2. So statement A is the correct answer. Let's go to question number 69. In India, which of the following review the independent regulators in sectors like telecommunication, insurance, electricity? This is a very good question. To review the independent regulators, in sector like telecommunication, insurance, and electricity, we have parliament and various parliamentary committees normally. So all ad hoc committees set up by the parliament, that is right. Parliamentary department related standing committees, absolutely right. Standing committees have a control over all the departments. I think about there are 24 parliamentary department related standing committees. So the both 1 and 2 are the right statement. Finance Commission is not right. Finance Commission do not have any review over independent regulators. We can delete option B and C. And also we know the option 1 is right, so we can actually mark option A is right. Niti Aayog has no review over the independent regulator. Niti Aayog is a think tank of the government of India to suggest measure for the coordination and for the better cooperation between the center and state, so that state and center could actually work for the better of the India. And fourth option is Financial Sector Legislative Reform Commission. This is again also not right, because only the parliamentary committees and the ad hoc committees set up by the parliament or joint parliamentary committees, JPCs, are responsible for regulating or for review of the regulators. So let's go to question number 70. With reference to India's 5-year plan, which of the following statement are correct? From the second 5-year plan, I must tell you, second 5-year plan began from the year 1956 to 1961. There was a determined thrust towards substitution of the basic and the capital goods industry. Also, you're right. It is also called the Mahalanobis plan, because a major emphasis was toward the development of the high basic capital goods industries and to promote the industrialization in the country. So statement 1 is right. Statement 2 says the fourth 5-year plan adopted the objective of correcting the earlier trend of increased concentration of wealth and economic power. This is absolutely right. Fourth 5-year plan started from the year 1969 to 1974. SMT Indira Gandhi came and she gave the slogan "Garibi Hatao" and everything. So it was actually there to reduce or to correct the earlier trend of increased concentration of wealth and economic power in the country. Statement 3 says in the fifth 5-year plan, for the first time, financial sector was included as an integral part of the plan. So this is also right, actually partially right, because fifth 5-year plan has an element of financial sector included in the integral plan. However, also in the eighth 5-year plan, in the eighth 5-year plan, financial sector reform were the integral part of the plan of the India. So there is anomaly in question number 3. What should be the right answer, whether we should include it or not? However, based on this, we can also say that either 1 or 2 are right, or 1, 2 or 3, all the 3 are right. However, third option is also plausible, and it could be said as to be right. So I think I have completed up to question number 70. I hope you have liked and enjoyed the video. So kindly do like it and subscribe it. Thank you.